Yeah, hello guys. Welcome back to MTA 360, our second episode today. So it will be with the Football Showdown uh, team from the YouTube, which we all know already now. His name is Suchit. We will welcome him for our second episode. Hi Suchit. Hi there. So as you know, like the Mallu Talks Arsenal is like planning to go global now with MTA
Yeah.
360. So I
Mm.
am happy to invite you to be part of our journey to this. So what do you feel about this collaboration to our English language from a regional language to a
Nice.
new level? Yeah.
First of all, thank you so much for the invite because I know the last time we collaborated, you said that this is something that was on your mind and you wanted to make it happen. Seems like after almost 2 to 3 months in that conversation, it has finally happened. I'm really
Yes.
happy for you guys. I'm genuinely happy, and yeah, I think with this channel, I'm assuming that you'll be able to reach a bigger audience in terms of like global audience, and which should definitely help you and grow the channel. So. Yeah, in for the journey. Let's hope for a good time.
Yeah. So the thing is, we didn't want to like take away the regional authenticity of our channel. Like that is
Mm,
why we didn't incorporate English videos into Mallu Talks Arsenal as well. We did initially, but we didn't
mm,
want to continue with English and Malayalam on a regional channel. So that's why we
mm,
thought
mm.
we start a new one. So, anyways, it is great that you have been like you have been knowing our channel, and then it's good that you when you invited you came in. We are happy for that. So let's dive into Arsenal things now.
Yeah,
uh,
definitely.
so what do you think about the transfer window so far? Basic question, transfer window so far.
At the point of recording, we have Zubimendi announced. We have
Yes.
Gyökeres almost here we go confirmed almost again from Fabregas way of milking it. He always has a pre-announcement before the announcement and then
Yes.
post-announcement as well. So that frenzy is going on. Regarding my choices regarding the strikers, we'll come to that if we are ever discussing. But nice to see. All of June we've been begging for signings, and suddenly what? It is July 6th as of now. It has gone bang. Zubimendi, Kepa, and Yorker are done. Now, what's important is that we get in a left wing option as well. That is, in my opinion, our go-to left wing option should be Rodrigo if you want to elevate our team rather than building our bench options in terms of getting Madueke. That is
Yep.
what I think. Rodrigo should be that first left wing option, in my opinion. Some people might say Rafaelio and all of that, but his inconsistency is the one that I have problems with. That is why I think Rodrigo should be the one that we should be targeting. And some right wing options, uh, Noni Madueke is a good footballer. Don't get me wrong, right?
Yep.
But the issue with him is that inconsistency again. Now people will be saying that, okay, he's a bench option. Why do you need consistency from him? Well, he needs to be consistently doing well even as a bench option, right? Are we guaranteed that he will be doing well is my option, is my question. And secondly, imagine paying, I think the recent bid has been rejected and Chelsea are expecting close to 50 or more million. I imagine spending 50 million on a backup player. I
Yep.
do not know how well that is correct. I do not see again. I'm not the one who's paying the wages, right? But I'm the one who's going to spend my Saturdays or the week before that, assuming what Arsenal are going to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Money wise, it's not going to hurt me, but
Yeah.
emotionally, which will affect me physically as well, and my mood for the entire week will depend on what happens on the Saturday or on that Sunday or Champions League Tuesday or Wednesday, right? So
Yeah.
that is what I feel. But overall. Yeah, signings are definitely coming in. We've been hoping for this. We now that I think since remember that that season where we signed most of our players before the preseason started, it looks to be on course with that. We have Kepa, we have Zubimendi and Gyökeres regarding that. So assuming that Gyökeres will be done,
You're forgetting Norgard.
yeah.
We have
Actually, yeah,
done, yeah, Norgard.
Yeah. My bad.
Yeah.
Norgard is another great signing in terms of having a great squad as well. So, yeah, looks to be four confirmed signings before
Yep.
July 19th, which is a good thing. Um, so far, I would rate it a 7. I'm being harsh again, 7 because
You are being good, bro. So to be fair, yesterday when
uh,
we had like a discussion with Wadi London and things,
mm,
we are happy with what Berta has been doing till now. But
mm,
from last January, our priority has been striker, right?
right, right,
It has not been addressed yet. I'm not
mm,
saying I'm not rushing them or something. That's what we
yeah,
ended up the discussion by saying before July 19th, whenever our
mm,
preseason starts, if we
mm,
get these signings done, let's say the left wing, even the left wing is fine. We can
mm,
manage till the start of the season. But the striker part, he should be
mm,
there, is what I feel.
mm,
And the contradictory part for Madueke for me is let it be consistent or he is inconsistent. That is not the case here. Spending
mm,
50 million for a backup
mm,
and
mm,
putting a scrutiny over Venieri's situation, that is where my problem comes in. Because
mm,
Venieri is young, he has proven much better in left wing as well. Maybe he
mm,
can be a replacement for Odegaard or so, but still
mm,
having him like in a scrutiny situation wherein he is thinking about his contract to be extended or not or move to a different club or something
mm,
for just a 50 million Madueke signing, that too from Chelsea, which we know we have been getting scrutinized by let's say Sterling and other things like not Jorginho,
like,
not Havertz, but
yeah,
Willian, Sterling,
yeah,
and another,
yeah,
yeah, David
definitely,
Luiz. Yeah, the
yeah,
history from Chelsea to Arsenal is a little
mm,
bad for us recently,
mm,
other than Jorginho or Havertz. To be
mm,
fair, that is my concern here. Other thing we have to talk, you have to like think about is Eze.
mm,
He is also being linked to Arsenal, so he is considered as an 8 or a 10 or maybe
mm.
a left wing kind of a player, like multi-positional player. We know Arteta loves multi-positional player. What do you think about that Eze signing?
Okay. Tactically, I'm not the best person. So do not, people who are going to watch this, do not quote me on this if this doesn't happen on match day. That is, if he sign the player, right?
Yeah,
From a little understanding from what I've read from all the streams that I've been doing with all my tactically sound friends and everything, it looks like he will be a bench option who can
yeah,
impact in our midfield and on the left wing. I'm saying
okay,
bench option because I still want Rodrigo to be our number one left wing
yeah,
option to come to the Arsenal, right?
yeah,
So if Rodrigo is coming, our bench becomes really great in having an attacking option in Eze. I know
yeah,
Eze is a 27-year-old guy who's coming back to his boyhood club, who didn't make it at a youth level, but now he's at par to be at the Arsenal. I know he will not cost less than 70 million, if I'm not wrong, as per the release clause
yeah,
and all of that.
yeah,
Right? So I get the fee, I get everything, but I can see Eze starting some games over Odegaard. I can see
yeah,
some games. I can see some games where Eze, can take the game against low blocks. Low blocks is the games that we are scrutinized or crying about or being criticized by multiple fans, multiple channels, multiple people. Right? I think in those games, Eze is the one who's going to start over Odegaard, in my humblest opinion. I'm not saying Odegaard is bad. I'm not saying Odegaard is going to be benched, stripped of captaincy, none of that. I'm just saying Eze as an attacking option coming off the bench is very, very crucial and would definitely help the team. Now, it
yeah,
might seem a little bit hypocritical because I said, oh, Noni Madueke for 50 million as a bench option is bad, right?
yeah,
There is a difference
yeah, yeah,
because
I know.
because for Saka, there is no replacement. A replacement for Saka is only a rotation. There is no
Yeah,
discussion regarding that, right? But if you see on the left hand side, yeah, you can say that okay, Noni Madueke has played on the left hand side predominantly at PSV, and he has done really, really well there. Again, a rotation, not a starter. That is why
yes.
I'm saying Eze as a bench option for 60 or 70 million is something I'm really happy about.
Yeah, and Madueke's price is the problem. Let's say it was like 20, 25 million or 30 million. It would
Mm,
not be in a big fuss. So we'll be thinking like Madueke can play both sides as a backup in
mm,
situations like, let's say, Carabao Cup or the first rounds
mm,
of FA Cup. We can put him
mm,
in. So we can rest
mm,
Saka, we can like rest Rodrigo or for main Champions League or Premier League. So
mm,
that is one thing. So the second thing is this is a season where Arteta should win it. There is
mm,
no excuses coming up,
mm,
nothing much. But that too, let's say if we get Gyökeres, as we heard
mm,
that Gyökeres is almost done. So
mm,
if you get the striker, you get the left wing, you get what whichever player Zubimendi you have, your defense is strong. We are linked with Hatto as well or
mm,
Mosquera as well. So these
mm,
things you are getting everything for the season, no matter
mm,
what. Either
mm.
of Champions League or Premier League is a must for Arteta, or else it is a chapter closes. What I feel among fans. What do you think about Arteta's situation this season?
Oh, you're asking all the difficult questions straight off. Good, good, good. It's been a while since I was the one who talks. Right. So, yeah. So, clearly, I'm a very Arteta in guy. I think in the previous collaboration also, you must have seen people who see me on streams as well are aware of it, or even on Twitter who have seen that, right? I don't think I will staunchly say that, okay, next season he's got to go. He's got to go. No, if he doesn't win anything, I would not hesitate to like remove him if that makes sense, you know?
Yeah,
Like, I would like in that case, I know it has come to a point where he's gotten attackers, assuming that he gets all the attackers that we've discussed about, and he's
yeah,
getting even a midfield that can suit the attack, is what I'm assuming as well,
yeah,
right? So that is what I've said last season that, oh, he's not gotten anything of this in the summer. Excuse me.
yeah,
And that is why I'm not going to fully blame him because imagine, just imagine, right, for conversation's sake, if we got an attacker like a Watkins or something in the winter,
yeah.
the chance of us still putting pressure on Liverpool was still possible.
Yes.
The moment window closed, what happened? We lost Havertz and Martinelli. Yeah,
Yeah,
I know Marino scored and all that, but it was still
yeah,
like a thing, right? So I wouldn't, I wouldn't mind if Arsenal uh, let go of Arteta next season if he doesn't win a Premier League or a UCL.
yeah,
What would be the absolute worst and what would actually like make me completely angry about it is if he doesn't win anything domestically.
yeah,
Carabao
yeah,
Cup or FA Cup also if he doesn't win, is when I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm not going to say anything, but please,
yeah.
it's high time. It's high
Yeah,
time.
yeah, yeah. The thing is, before Berta, we
Mm,
knew and we have come to understand that Arteta had a sole picture of which player he wants, and he was adamant on getting players. But
mm,
when it comes to Berta now, he
mm,
is more predominantly going for Gyökeres, whereas Arteta wanted Sesko more. But
mm,
looks like Gyökeres is having more upper hand now, as of now,
mm,
looking
mm,
like it. And Berta is taking like more control over transfers than
mm,
Arteta had previously, which
mm,
personally I would say it's a better thing
mm,
because as a coach should adapt with players that we are getting rather than getting all the players that you want and your coaching is easier like something that is a
mm,
different thing, right? So like if
mm,
you do best with what you get,
mm,
that's what I feel Arteta should
mm.
learn from this.
So,
Jokeris,
mm,
in my point of view, like when we had a discussion yesterday with Badal, and he was saying
mm,
Sesko would be the one he would prefer. I
mm.
would prefer Jokeris. What is your preference with your striker in these cases? I'll give you one more option, Watkins into the mix as well. These three ones.
Whoa,
Because we had links with Watkins yet
yeah,
last till last
yeah.
week.
Mm, 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 mm. Uh, okay. Now, now I guess I can just say it. I wanted Cisco. I so
Yeah,
wanted Cisco. I
okay.
was on footballing terms, Sesko is an immense talent for sure,
Yep,
right? Second thing, if at all we get him and he wants to go also, his resale value will still be on the up, unlike
yep,
Gyökeres. third thing, right? In my opinion, I think he's like an Isak kind of player. Like he's the talk of the town now. In like 1.5 year or so, at a club like Arsenal, he's going to be the talk. Like he's going to be the player that everyone is like going to talk about, or everyone is going to fear.
Yeah,
And that is something that I wished Arsenal had, because right now, okay, yeah, Gyökeres scored all his goals, but if you put into context, a lot of them were penalties. A lot of them again were from Portuguese league itself, and we saw how Portuguese leagues. I honestly don't care about the Club World Cup, but you've seen how they've been performing in the Club World Cup against like smaller teams, and they're still
yeah,
not doing well. And then you start to question like, okay, Gyökeres scored all these goals. Is the league even like at par and all that was the question. And then you see, probably it is not probably, it's like very biased from what I'm trying to say, because I was like on the Cesco train. Now
yeah,
it'll take some time for me to like come to terms and then make sense of how this is going to work and then fully
yeah.
like support this. Till he wears the Arsenal jersey, I'll have my opinion regarding both. But once he wears it, there's no doubt I'm going to slander any player and I'm going to support the team, the player as I've been there from the start. No doubt
The
about it.
thing is, here I'll balance from your Sesko part to Yokeres part, just in two, 3 points. One point
Mm,
is Yokeres is 24 or 25 something.
mm,
Sesko is still 21, right?
mm, mm.
For in terms of Arsenal, we need a trophy now, not
Yeah.
in a future perspective. We
Mm,
we are like, if it was 1.5 season before we planned
mm,
for Sesko and we bought him that time, I would have been
mm,
so happy. I would have given that time, but we don't have, or Arteta doesn't have a time now to
mm,
wait one more season for him to develop or improve. That is
mm,
where I feel Yokeres is right to the point. He may not have a first touch, proper first touch, or a best
mm,
first touch compared to Sesko, but he'll be
mm,
there in the positions where we need. We needed one player. So, like, whenever you watch Arsenal matches, we
mm,
think there is a cross, but no one is there to hit it. There is
mm,
a, like, the player is not there. Why is he not running? Why is he not in that position for the cutback or this? That thing Gyökeres has. Sesko is more over a header, and then he
mm,
controls, and he's more for Arsenal's Arteta's tactics. That I would say. Sesko, the build up play, coming
mm,
back, taking the ball. That part,
mm,
Sesko, I would say Sesko would be perfectly matched, but he might
mm.
take some time. That's what I feel.
Oh, yeah.
But we don't
For
have
sure, for
time. That
sure.
is the only reason.
Mm,
So let's say Gyökeres 2 seasons he goes, and still we look for Sesko in 2 years, maybe
mm,
winning a trophy or two.
mm,
We have more amount to spend for Sesko. You spend it on Sesko, get him that time when he's
mm,
more well versed with the situation. That's my point of view. Yeah,
mm,
people think in a different way in different these kind of situations. Like, my
mm,
thoughts is this: some people say
mm,
Sesko is more important.
mm,
Anyways, any one of them comes into the team, I'm so happy. Like, I'll support
mm,
him.
mm,
Even though the Watkin comes, I'll go berserk, but I'll support him when he wears Arsenal jersey. But I'll go
mm,
mad against the the management or anyone. Like, if he sign Watkins instead of these two players, I'll that day is the end of my terms and conditions with the
mm,
management or the board or things, because he
mm,
could have been he could have been the difference maker in January.
mm,
If you were to sign him now, why didn't you sign in January? That's my single question. Yeah,
mm.
that's it. Yeah.
So
Now this is, yeah,
I agree with this point. Also, if you get Watkins now, it is going to be unnecessary.
yeah,
Like we have Havertz there. What is the whole point of getting this thing? What is it? Watkins and Gyökeres. See, if you
yeah,
said Watkins and Delap with a Rodrigo or someone like that, I would like try and make sense, but I would still hate it because I want like a Sesko or like some like a player who still has a future at the club and all that. But
yeah.
what you said makes complete sense.
Yeah, Watkins part, I'm not against Watkins. It's
Mm,
just the timing of it. So
yeah,
if
fair
you
enough.
were
Yeah.
to sign him now, for
Mm,
whatever price, I don't care, you were
mm,
to sign, you could have spent it in January. That would have clearly made a difference in our Champions League run or in our Premier League run as well.
mhm.
So yeah, that is a totally different topic to talk about. This is our yeah, this is like our transfer ins now. What
mm,
about your
mm.
transfer outs that we are listening is Martinelli is being looked into by Al Nassr for 85 million. Uh, yeah, did you not hear that?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I did,
Yeah,
I did.
85 million. That is to
Mm,
one. Trossard is being looked by a Florentina, some club, I
mm,
guess.
mm, mm, mm.
Then
Fenerbahce, right?
Fenerbahce, and
Mm, mm,
even Zinchenko most probably will leave for 7 to 8 million or something.
mm,
The delaying of selling, I'm fine with it as long as we complete our ins. Outs
mm,
can take time. I don't want other clubs to get their players before preseason from us. That is like
mm,
inner thing of
mm.
mine. So yeah. So what about our outs that you feel? Any other play
Uh,
that you want to get out from Arsenal from our set?
okay. So, initially, I thought uh, having Martinelli in the team as a bench option who can play as a left hand on the left hand side at the same time on the right hand side when needed would be cost saving because you don't have to spend on a player like Madueke. Again,
Yeah.
you wouldn't have a specialist right winger to rotate with Saka, and that makes sense. I completely get that. But uh, now I've actually come to terms that okay, if Martinelli is leaving, I hope
Yeah.
it is at least to a European club because he is a talent. You know, at a club where they platform him properly to play more centrally and not touchline, he's going to definitely do well. So if he went to like Barca or to a Bayern or to a European club that will definitely utilize him for him, I think would be great. Um, Again, Saudi money is Saudi money. If it's like 80 million, I don't think the club will try to say, no, 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 we want to send him to Europe. I don't think that'll happen. But
Yeah.
personal standpoint, I would want him to go to Europe, but if the club is willing to sell him for 80 million and better, please use that money to buy a Rodrigo. I will agree, but no, you're telling 50 million for Madueke and like whatever million for Eze only without Rodrigo. I'm going to cry. I'm legit going
So
to cry.
as long as Martinelli's deal done or not, that I don't care.
Mm, mm,
Like that is because I don't care in the sense I
mm,
would love that money to come to
mm,
Arsenal.
mm,
Like, but on a player standpoint of view, it is not
mm.
good for him. Or maybe he should
Definitely.
consider it as a 1 year loan
Mm,
and then come back to Europe from other
mm,
clubs. He should perform heavily well there, and
mm,
then he should come back to Europe to any other clubs. Not in Premier
mm,
League. Most probably, I don't think he'll come back to Premier League with
mm,
clubs, or maybe he'll be in, like Newcastle or Fulham, or
mm,
maybe
mm.
let's say in Germany or something like that. That more
I
many
won't be
clubs.
surprised. I won't be surprised if he goes and comes back to Liverpool because I think at Liverpool, right? I think he'll do
Yeah,
so much better because his defensive duty is like almost nil there, and he'll just have to like
yeah.
focus on attacking. I won't be surprised
Yeah.
if that's the case.
And that's the future, but I don't think
Yeah,
Klopp
yeah,
has gone.
yeah.
So Klopp was
Mm,
his fan. So Klopp might
mm.
take him
Into right
elsewhere.
back.
Yeah. So that is one thing. Yeah. So 85
Apart from
million is a
this,
good price.
any other uh
Sales.
Trossard, Martinelli, Zinchenko, I think are the most sellable assets. Actually, Kivior could be a sellable asset only, in my opinion. Wait, it is
Yeah. Yeah.
only if it is for minimum 40. Because if you're
Yeah.
selling like a Kwanzaa for like 30 million, who has like barely played anything, selling Kivior should be minimum at 40, not at 30, not at 35.
Yeah.
It should be minimum at 40.
40.
Then I would consider it. Else, I don't think we really need to sell anyone. Or do we have any sellable assets in the
No, the
middle?
thing is, a lot of players are going. Fabio Vieira is there, which Vincent Company wants there or something, or Lokonga is what Vincent Company wants there, and
Hmm,
uh, like there are two, three players, Lokonga, Fabio Vieira. These are the players that are in set of outs.
hmm.
Even like we have not sold. What is his name? Nelson. Nelson is still there with us.
So we have Reese, Sambi, uh,
Vieira,
Vieira.
Tavares.
Oh,
Tavares, I guess he's gone, I
Tavares is
guess.
sold.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah.
These three are like sure they're going.
Going.
The
Zinchenko
I
is sure shot.
sure. Okay, these four. So I think Trossard and Martinelli will depend. I think on the fee or something. If I'm not wrong.
Yeah. And I would happily sell off Jesus now. It's high time we sell him rather than keep him. now, because it's
Ah, fair enough.
good for him as well,
Mm,
and
mm,
he has done his part for us. Like I would
mm,
say, Zinchenko and Jesus have
mm,
done their part that we required at that time. So
mm,
when
mm,
we were in muds, these two
mm,
came in,
mm,
built us up to the
mm,
fifth position, then to
mm,
the second jump. That
mm,
these two were
mm,
there at that time. So I'm so
mm,
happy for their service yet,
mm,
and Jorginho's service also. Like whatever
mm,
he was asked to do, that's what.
mm,
So one thing that I have seen in social media before we
mm.
wind up this, everyone is criticizing Norgard situation. Why are we signing Norgard? Norgard should
Mm,
not be. Let's say
mm,
I'm not dwelling into other parts of Thomas Partey, but people are saying Thomas Partey is
mm,
replacement Norgard. But I
mm.
would say he is a replace. No, Norgard is a replacement Jorginho, because
Yeah,
those are the situations. That's what I am clearly saying.
exactly.
Zubimendi might be an upgrade for Thomas Partey in that
Mm,
position, not a
mm,
replacement, an upgrade.
mm,
Maybe like
mm,
it will switch Rice to number 6 again. He might play in the central midfield, or depends. Like I'm not
mm,
sure how
mm,
the tactics are going to be, but
mm,
it is all upgraded things that has
mm,
happened, which I
mm,
am completely happy with all the signings that
mm,
has been done. Even
mm,
Kepa, Norgard, and like whichever signings that we have done, I'm happy with it.
mm, mm.
Any different thoughts on those?
Oh, no, no, definitely not. Definitely not. See, initially there was a young midfielder. I think he plays for Sevilla, if I'm not wrong. Again, I have no idea. All my tactically sound friends who do scouting reports and all that have told that, oh, he is the person who has a lot of legs at the same time has been doing it properly in La Liga for almost a year and a half, if I'm
Yeah,
not wrong. But again, I'm not complaining. Imagine getting Norgard, their captain, for like what, 9 to 11 million or something like that.
yeah,
And on top of that, people are not realizing that he's taking Jorginho's minutes on the bench, not Partey.
yeah, yeah,
That is
yes,
how you, like you mentioned. And also, I don't think people really understand how important Zubomendi's signing is. Just because we attackers doesn't mean that people like do not see the Zubomendi effect because he's going to do a two-man job easily.
yeah,
He
yeah,
can
yeah,
carry the ball, he can ping those balls. All the central progressions that we've been crying last year,
yeah.
I feel he's the one who's going to like sort it out.
Yeah, the thing is, Zubimendi part, you remember in December
Mm,
last season,
mm, mm,
December or January, it was
mm.
like he's either a Liverpool or a City player. Done. That
Mm,
was
mm,
it. We were not in the picture as well. So they're like, that is the missing part for Liverpool or City. Both, every time, every team, when we had a discussion about Zubimendi, people used to say
mm,
this is the missing part for these two clubs. If he
mm,
comes in, that is the level raiser for them.
mm.
Imagine he's coming to Arsenal now.
Yeah,
He is also he becomes the same level racer for us as well, compared to them as well. Like considering our situation, it is the same
mm,
for us as well. He's a level racer. Uh,
absolutely.
and he's proper technical player rather
Mm,
than like more defensive, like the technical
yeah,
passing which we
mm,
missed. We saw that in PSG game in the Champions League. So we
mm,
lacked
mm,
technical midfield that game, a lot of things,
mm,
and a lot of chances we missed. That is a different part. So
mm,
yeah, that is the level racer I feel.
mm,
That would really help. Yokeres is another case that I feel, because the runs that Yokeres makes, he can put the long ball in, which we were
mm.
lacking last time. That can be
Okay.
done. And with
Mm,
Odega, with like say Merino in the bench,
mm,
with
mm,
Havertz as a midfield in the bench option,
mm,
and a striker rotation option as well. So
mm,
with Rodrigo and a
mm,
striker, Sesko or Yokeres,
mm.
comes in, and let's say Eze comes in, that is a strong team, I would say. That is a team to
Yeah.
be looked into, and be surely, if Arteta plans it well with plan A and plan B
Mm,
for the season, we can
mm,
win the trophy no matter like whichever player comes into City or Liverpool or United or Chelsea. Or we are a strong team, because the players that we wanted, coach wanted, is gonna come up. If say, let's say
mm,
Rodrigo Eze comes in,
mm,
Madueke part, with all these coming in, Madueke, if he comes in 50 million, 60 million, spend it
mm,
off. I don't care. Club has done everything for us.
mm,
That's it.
mm, mm,
Like
mm.
I don't care about how much money like the club is paying, because you're rich, you got money, you're spending it, balance your
Yeah.
PSR, that's your job.
Mm, mm.
Arteta, now it's your turn to coach all these players. That's it.
mm,
I am
mm,
happy with the transfer window, and I'll be optimistic before the start of the tournament, saying, yeah, this team is strong. That's what.
mm,
If
mm,
it was not this case, like if Rodrigo and the striker doesn't come before the season or the preseason, I
mm,
would be like, is it okay? Yeah, I guess you are on the same picture
mm,
from what
mm,
I've said now.
mm. Yeah. Uh, Thing is that we all sort of knew that Rodrigo will not be decided in the preseason because Madrid are still somehow making it to the round of 16 and beyond. I think that is the stage it's going. I'm not really sure. But yeah, I think it's like a very August or a deadline kind of thing, like an oral kind of situation. You never know. But yeah, I'm clearly whatever you're saying. I'm clearly on the path that you're saying.
Yeah, and the Rodrigo thing, I don't think it will go to deadline day because there have been reports from Spanish medias or outlets saying that.
That's just
No,
what
I
that's the
understand,
point.
but they are. I thought the same that it will
Mm,
go to deadline day, but recent days, 2 3 days,
mm,
it was
mm,
like the player is also willing to come in now.
mm,
Like
mm,
the talks have been done. Initially, it was like after the Club World Cup, they will have a
mm,
talk with Xabi Alonso and everything. But now that
mm, mm,
he's not getting minutes in the Club World Cup as well, he
right.
said that they are in an agreement. It's
Mm,
something around 80 to 90 million that Arsenal has to spend. They are also
right.
ready for structural payment, like split payments.
Mm,
So
mm,
it is all good and well
mm,
if we can strike a deal. I
mm,
would say if this has been if these structures and the signings are done, I would
mm.
say Berta has done a better job from all the years Edu has done.
Not even a question. Not even a question. See, I would say I would credit probably Edu and everything regarding stabilizing the team
Yeah,
backroom stuff that we had that we didn't have or the stability that we needed before. I get it. Um, Completely disregarding him wouldn't be right, but also not criticizing is not fair because I
yeah,
mean, criticizing him is fair because oh my God, we've been praying for like attacking signings forever.
yeah.
Yeah,
The thing
yeah.
is,
Mm,
when
mm,
this time, right, he's
mm,
trying to balance every positions, but that is what his thinking is. Last
mm,
time when Edu was doing, if
mm,
we strengthen one position, there is a weakness somewhere in other position which we are not addressing, like
mm,
Saka backup, which has been going on for years. So that was there. Midfield option was a missing thing for some time. The
mm,
center back, initially it was a problem. Then so one or the other position was missing when Edu was doing, and only criticism he has done, like the Rice thing. Edu was the main thing. Jesus,
mm,
Zinchenko, these great signings, he has done it. But the
mm,
time that he invested on one player, spending
yeah,
that deal to be completed 1 month, so he
mm,
didn't focus on other players or other positions at that time, and
mm,
rushed into the deadline signings like Sterling and those things. That is
mm,
where I was a little questionable
mm,
to him. He has done good
mm,
things, but not
mm.
great.
Facts.
Berta has,
That's
yeah,
exactly, that's well said. That's
overpowered
well
it
said.
now, is what I would say.
Mm,
Because
mm,
Gyökeres is taking time, he knew it. Zesco is taking time, he knew it. Rodrigo
mm,
might take time. But in
mm,
the meanwhile, he has done Norgard, he has done Kepa, he has done
mm,
Zubimendi's deal, even though
mm,
it took time, he has done it.
mm.
And so forth. These small signings are getting done.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the thing that I felt better
Mm,
from Berta.
yeah,
Hopefully,
absolutely.
it goes very well for us.
Mm-hmm.
It would be the transfer window. Let's these two things done. I would say 9.5 out of 10 if all these
Mm,
signings and the selling has been done. So
mm,
yeah.
mm. Yeah,
Anyway, bro,
definitely.
I guess I have talked more in my channel itself rather than letting you
No,
talk.
no,
So
no. It's a fun conversation. Genuinely like fun
yeah,
because this is what, see, I'll be very honest, right? I was genuinely like disheartened after listening how Leipzig didn't let Sesko go
yeah,
unless we paid close to 90 million. And then, because, see, the thing is that I think football is like too emotional in my life. Certain things have happened in the last few days and everything, so it has affected me. So maybe that is why it's taking time. All in all, teams first. Whatever the team has is what I'm going to support. I can have
yeah,
my opinions only during transfers, but during match day, Arsenal first. I do not care who is going to play. You could
yeah,
even put who? Calvert Lewin or something, DCL up top, and I'll still support it. Like
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, yeah, that's it. But so these all transfer talks, and it's all going to be fun if you keep participating. So yeah.
Yeah, it's like I will defend my club in front of everyone else,
Mm,
other clubs.
mm,
Within my span of like friends or something, or within Arsenal, we will criticize those players.
mm, mm,
Like
mm,
if he's not doing well, we will criticize him, not
mm.
as a person or something. As a player during that game, we'll
Oh yeah,
criticize him.
for sure, for
That's it.
sure.
So that's it. But
Mm,
from the time a person wears an Arsenal jersey till the time he leaves, and if he
mm,
has done great things for us, even though
mm,
even then we'll be respecting him.
mm,
Unlike Van Persie or something, I won't
uh,
respect those kind of players because ditching
mm,
our club and going to a different club to win trophies, like that kind of a statement and supporting them after
mm,
his retirement and all, that that's a different topic again. We have a
yeah,
lot of topics coming in mind when we have such normal conversations. So,
exactly. Yeah.
so I'll make a note of those and we'll
Mm,
start a discussion with like
yeah.
so. We'll be
Mm,
do this is our second episode now with yours. We did
mm,
Wada London. We are planning with the Arsenal Bangalore and then when some from Delhi as well. And then one day we'll all collaborate and bring this like some critical topic and then we'll have a debate or a discussion. We'll split
mm,
Sesko Yokeres thing if I may. I might bring it up if I get some support from like as of now it's 2-1.
mm,
Only me as Yokeres supporter, you and Vadalandan on the
mm,
Sesko
mm.
picture. I want one supporter to defend myself together with you guys. So anyway,
Definitely, yeah.
thank you. It has been a pleasure talking to you. It is almost 37 minutes now. So we
Mm-hmm.
will build this all together, this channel to a great level now. Let's
Yeah.
make it first all over India and then
Mm,
globally we'll think about it. Thank you
mm,
for your support, bro. Thank you for that videos that you have sent and yeah, everything like it, it is very happy and very touching that you guys are supporting us as well to grow up our next channel and
mm.
everything. So thank
Yeah.
you.
Good people deserve to go good places. So obviously there to support whatever is good that is happening in the Arsenal front. So yeah, always there to support, bro.
Yeah, it's always the die-hard fans of Arsenal. So we'll breathe
Yeah,
life, everything with Arsenal itself. So till the
exactly.
end, we are there for Arsenal as well. So yeah,
Yep, yep,
come on, you
exactly.
Gunners. We'll sign off for the day now.
Yeah. Bye bye.
Bye bye.